कुछ मैंने सीखा अब आपकी दुआओं और बहुत से लोगों के बेहद सलाह मैं ज़ीशान आपसे गुफ्तगू और आपस में खास बातें करने आ रहा हूँ एवरी संडे एट 6 p.m. ज़ीशान ऑन एयर बहुत मजा आएगा आप लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड Assalamu alaikum, Khatim Hazrat, and good evening to everyone who is live with us through the social media platform. This is Zeeshan from Zeeshan on Air Radio every every Sunday. Today is Sunday. I'm still living in past 24 hours because what a beautiful weekend we have here. And we will do the first 10 minutes, at least the first 10 minutes. Some people say that do the entire program in English, which I really appreciate it. But because of the radio audience that we have here, and also many people, they understand the language in their own mother tongue or the language that they speak, which is Hindi and Urdu. So obviously we will discuss some critical and key topics of today's show in Urdu and Hindi. And today, just right off the bat, I will start with what is a disaster that we are seeing in the Middle East and a response by the Islamic Republic of Iran to the state of Israel. And the state of Israel is still right now listening to the President Biden, which in fact they've got to because of the threat that the Iranian regime has already put it out there that all the US bases will be at risk and they will hit on so many strategic locations, according to Reuters and according to BBC and according to CNN and other credible news outlets. So I am just paraphrasing what they have said, because after 4 years, this was also the first time that the supreme leader of Iran, he actually spoke to the people in the Friday sermon. And that happened after 4 years. And all the leadership, the entire leadership of the regime, the current regime of Iran, was actually present there, because a lot of people and even the experts were talking about that since the leader of Israel previously issued a threat that we will hit the leader of Iran anywhere in public, and reports were initially coming in that he was taken someplace underground because Hassan Nasrallah, who was assassinated by Israel with those bunker buster missiles, he was also underground. There are also reports right now in the past 12 to 24 hours that the subsequent leader, or the leader who basically has taken over the leadership position previously held by Hassan Nasrallah from Hezbollah, he basically was also assassinated. And that means that Mossad and Israeli agents have infiltrated into these organizations that, according to the State Department, are labeled as terrorist organizations. So we will be talking about that in today's program on the air, but also I would like to give the opportunity to all the social media watchers and followers on social media, because this Zeeshan on Air is also being broadcasted on Facebook Live with hundreds and thousands of people, and the reach that we have out there through social media, because this is the age and era of social media, and also through Twitter, or formerly Twitter, now X platform. So we will also be broadcasting on that, and also YouTube. So today YouTube Live and Facebook Live is out there, and I will take a short commercial break here. And before I go to the commercial break, I would like to actually share this information first with our social media audience, because they certainly have the information and especially the information for our current advertisers. And the first one that people on social media can see is aitinsurance.com. And those of you who are listening to me on the radio, aitinsurance.com, please visit them. And they provide insurance capabilities in all the various areas of insurance. For example, health insurance, auto insurance, commercial insurance, what have you. And if you contact them, then they will give you all the details and information that you actually need related to insurance needs. So those of you who are watching me through social media, they can certainly get the information that is presented to you on the screen. And the next one I would like to talk about avestahouston.com. Those of you who live in Houston, obviously, just visit 11165 Westheimer Road in Houston at the intersection of Wilcrest and Westheimer. avestahouston.com is the website. And those of you watching on social media, you can see the information on your screens. And that's Avesta Houston. And they say we serve Persian and Middle Eastern cuisine. So avestahouston.com, and their direct phone number is 713-781-5555. That's avestahouston.com. So please support these advertisers and these sponsors of today's program, Zeeshan On Air. And also, don't forget about clientfirstus.com. Clientfirstus.com, they provide a lot of resources, and especially you will save, if you are a real estate agent, they will partner with you as realtors. Realtors are their partners, and they will save you hundreds and thousands of dollars in the commissions, and obviously the money that some brokers, they put it in their own bank accounts. Their mechanism is, and their process is to give back and help those who actually are working hard, and those are the realtors. So if you are a realtor, then connect with Basit Pirzada, and their direct number is 832-267-5177, 832-267-5177. And when you contact Basit Pirzada of Client First US, just tell them Zeeshan has sent you. Clientfirstus.com is the website. So that's the information that I wanted to share with our viewers, especially on social media. And thank you again for all the support and feedback. And please, if you have any comments, please, you can share it directly on social media. On the radio, we will be taking phone calls after a few minutes. But for now, the next key topic that I wanted to bring up is also the situation situation with regards to the politics in our own country, which is the United States of America. Tomorrow, October 7th, is the last day to register to vote. If you have not registered to vote, tomorrow is the deadline. If you have moved from other states to Texas, even you've been living on the East Coast or Midwest or West Coast, and you have not registered yourself, don't think that automatically you'll be registered. No, in the state of Texas, you got to make sure you are registered. So tomorrow, October 7th, is the last day to register to vote if you want to vote on November 5th. That's right. It's already too late for you to vote in the early voting process, because at least 1 month prior to the voting, when that starts. So it's important that you do register yourself and your families and friends. And in order to get that information, you can Google it or just visit zeeshanisaac.com. That's Zeeshanisaac.com or ishaq.com, zeeshanisaac.com. However you want to pronounce it, or obviously spell it, zeeshanisaac.com. And that's where you can see the link on the top, register to vote. And by the way, since many people know I ran for office, if you would like to contribute, obviously, to the campaign that I ran, and obviously it also went into personal savings and also loans that were taken out. So if you believe in the fight for the common man, common person, common people, and you want to support Zeeshan Isaaq, my campaign, to be the force of good and the voice of the people, then you can also visit zeeshanisaac.com and just contribute. So that way we can get rid of some of the loans and funds that were taken out, because it's not easy to run for political office, as you all know, and especially you got to have lots and lots of money to run for public office. But if your focus is right, if your direction is right, and if you are trying to do the right thing, then you do run for public office. So it was a blessing. It was a great experience that I've had. So zeeshanisaac.com. So those of you watching, just like my name is spelled, zeeshanisaac.com or zeeshanisaac.com, whichever way you type and spell my name, you will reach our campaign website, and that way we can pay off some of these loans as well. Obviously, when you run for public office, that's the name of the game. And we will talk about that too in subsequent programs and shows. Those of you who really want to make a big difference and want to do the right thing for people, then it's a struggle. It's definitely something you got to do with your heart, and when you know that it's in you to actually fight for people, because that's what who I am and that's what my campaign is all about, zeeshanisar.com, then you can definitely contribute as well. So with that, I will just sign off with regards to today's program, at least on social media, and continue with the traditional media on 95.1 FM and 1460 AM. So stay tuned, and thank you again for joining in on social media with Zeeshan on air. Thank you.